I have a ton of self-defense weapon and tool ideas up here. Now, some of them are crazy and stupid and just for fun, but a lot of them are really practical. And I have ideas about flashlights, duh. And I think it's weird that no company has ever said, let's make a hard-to-hurt edition tactical flashlight. Olight has sent me some Christmas presents, and they're getting pretty close. Who puts sunflowers on a Christmas tree? This is not a very hard-to-hurt Christmas. Olight sends me stuff pretty much every month. This isn't going to be a complete review, it's just a detail about the sales. I haven't had time to use all of them, except for one of the lights in the sale actually is my favorite light. I do know for a fact that they're putting the M2R Pro on sale in a limited edition color. This color. I'm very brand oriented. Like everything I have is that color. It's like the hard to hurt orange. The studio's orange. I got an orange and gray thing going on. They made my favorite light in my color. Now I consider myself pretty unbiased, all right? But I do receive these lights for free. I'll put a link down in the description below to the sale where you can get all the details. I'm notoriously bad about that. i3T EOS in titanium. That's a pretty swanky light. I'm already familiar with that. But this, these little guys, I already know what these are. They're gonna be so much fun. They're O-bulbs. They should have called them O-balls. Oh, that one is one that we're not supposed to show yet. They told me not to show that one yet because it's a surprise. Oh, this is the big Bohonkus. The Warrior X Turbo in very tactical flat dark earth. The M2R Pro is my favorite light for a lot of reasons. I gotta get it out of the way. I gotta find this orange one. I gotta find this thing. We gotta get to it right away. I have a feeling it's this one. Boom, nope, that's a red Odin. Good God almighty, that's a bad mamma jamma. That's a weapon light in red. If you're into like custom tricking out your rifles and stuff. That's a Picatinny rail adapter that's in red. It comes with a pressure switch that's in red. You know, if you really wanted to oog up your rifle. Is this an M2R Pro in orange? This is another Odin. Ooh, that's in the gray. I really like the gray. That's the gray that my M2R Pro Warrior is in. That gray is a really nice gray. It's a good break from black, like everything. So, blactical tactical. This is it. Ooh. Ooh-wee. This is the closest thing to a hard-to-hurt edition light that they've done. I think they need to do that. I think it's a no-brainer that one of these flashlight companies needs to collaborate with me. I have other ideas for some wild-ass shit. You know, some Mad Max type shit. Comment below. Tell me, are you interested in it? Like, help me drum up some support. You need to at these companies and say, yo, you need to holler at Icy Mike. This thing does 1800 lumens at turbo mode. You get a soft momentary if you just want to like look around for stuff. You have a low like output. You push that button quite separately to get that mode, but it's got their proprietary tail switch with the, you know, magnetic charging. The soft push gets you like a reasonable amount of light, and then the hard push is turbo mode, which gets you that 1800 lumens, which is definitely blinding. It's got some pretty mean teeth on it, nothing crazy obtrusive, and it's big enough that you could strike with and have plenty of room on the end. I carry this light. I've done a full review of it. I gave Seth my black one. I think they have another color. I might have one for Jay in here. I might have Jay's Christmas present. Yeah, there it is in blue. That's kind of a grown-up blue as well. It's not a deep, gaudy royal blue. It's a mature blue with black accents. If you knew like a police officer or someone who just liked the color blue and liked flashlights, that would be good. I don't know what this one is. Ooh, just in time for Christmas. This is the Warrior Mini Pro. This is my actual everyday carry, like working, non-tactical light. I mean, it's big enough you could hit somebody with it. I carry it in camouflage. I'll put links in the cards up there to the full reviews I've done on these individual lights. These are just the limited editions, but it's a good chance to get this light at like a killer price, because like these are 30% off of the normal price of this. These are crazy because these are 40% off. They are 60 bucks off of the normal price of this, and it's a really, really, really badass piece of hardware. These Odin weapon lights, which are the full-size version of the Odin minis that we just reviewed, they're on sale for 30% off. We're gonna charge everything up, and I'll put them on some guns, and then we'll kind of talk about how these compare to the Odin mini. I also want to tell you a secret about how it works with Olight. Sometimes they send me this stuff like months in advance, like months. Like in the case of that light that came out there, I know for a fact that they're not releasing it yet. It's still kind of a secret, and they beg me, don't show anyone anything until it's time. We'll unbox this one. We'll do a cursory unboxing, because the unboxing of an Olight light is just amazing. They have like freaking magnets. These boxes are so nice. I'm a little overboard with these. Kristen wants me to get rid of them, but I just can't make myself get rid of these nice boxes on the lights that I'm keeping. This guy here is a massive bulbous-headed bohonkin thing. He is for throwing long distance. Long distance. I'll show you after we get him all charged up. Olight actually sends me, like months in advance, they send me like, they send me testing and evaluation units to try out, and then they ask me to like give them feedback on them. And I was giving my ideas, and a lot of times they implement the things that I think they should change about them. But like what's up with a hard-to-hurt edition light, the Olight H2H? It's simple. I won't even name it something stupid. It's simple. The Olight H2H. Wouldn't you buy that? I don't know. But let's play with Olight's balls a little bit. All right, so clearly that's a ridiculous way to use these things, but guess what? That isn't. These suddenly seem a little more practical. In fact, these things, I think, make better lanterns than the O lantern does, because you actually have a dark side of it that you could use it to light a shot, or light a work area, or light a tree. What else do these things do? They have different modes. They've got like dim white, bright white. They've got constant red, which you can't see that. Ooh, that's scary. And then they've got that one. Red strobe could be two things really. It could be a distress signal that you put on something, you know, and like put that on the side of your car at night, like so, like, hey, look here. Or in superhero movies, whenever the bad guy throws a bomb at somebody, it's always something that looks like that, and it like rolls around. Now if you hold it while it's off, you get that. You keep holding it, it goes away. Now we're in momentary only mode. I'm not really sure what that's for, unless you're trying to be very light disciplined and only use exactly the amount of light you need. It only works in low mode like that. But if you hold it down, you return to normal, and you can cycle back through your modes: bright, red flashing. So now we're outside, and I have the M2R Pro, the Odin, and I have an Odin Mini to compare those, and I've also got this big bohonkus, and we're just gonna do a quick non-scientific beam test. Flashlights on camera suck. I'll just tell you afterwards like what my expert opinion is on it.
So that's the M2R Warrior Pro. Now, maybe you can't see it, but I can see fine. I can see like people all the way across my yard. I can see these weird blotchy spots in my grass. Let me know if you know what those are. This is it on turbo. And this thing throws. It's 1800 lumens. This is like more light than you could ever need to put in a person's face. Now, this is the Odin in low and it in turbo. Also a good, solid, you know, tight-ish beam, but with some spill. So like at normal engagement distances that you would be using a weapon light, this is more than enough. This is it versus, this is the Odin Mini. Odin in turbo. Odin Mini in turbo. So it's a little dimmer, but it actually shows a bigger difference. I'm looking at it through the viewfinder. The difference in the camera is different, is greater than the difference that I can perceive. This is obviously brighter, but it's not as drastic as it looks on camera. This is the Warrior X Turbo in low, very focused, and turbo. That thing is a like, hey, come buy used cars here. That sort of thing. This thing is a beam. It's a freaking laser. There's no way for me to adequately illustrate what this thing does other than tell you the specs in a second. It shines further than I can see. It's ridiculous. You could theoretically search with the Warrior X Turbo in this low mode, maybe, but it's really meant to throw. This is a ridiculous amount of distance. This is the Odin on turbo. It helps me see further. This is the furthest that I would probably ever shoot at anything unless I was like hunting or in war, like any self-defense distance. The Odin here, this is a plenty. The Warrior X Turbo, this would be if you like regularly have to search waterways or farm or any great distance. It is kind of insane how far this light throws. Odin Mini on low, Odin Mini on turbo. Plenty of light for like, you know, yard distance or indoors. This is the Odin on low, turbo, and that's plenty. So let me get inside before.
So, guess what? Good news. They actually are going to release this. I just got an email saying I can show you this. This is one I wasn't going to show you earlier. It's the Olight Freer. It's similar to the M2R Pro in body, but the bezel's bigger. But not because it throws further. Because, and I already had one. I had one like months ago. I just couldn't tell you about it. It's been sitting behind my monitor. You know, it has low, turbo, but check this out. It's got a blue light. Blue light is for like seeing blood. Like if you're tracking a deer or a person that's bleeding and you want to like be able to see fluids. And it also has a red light. Red light is for preserving your night vision. If you wanted to use a red light, like I could use this red light in here if I wanted to see stuff and not like spoil my night vision, not blind myself. Like I can still see pretty well. But it's also got, it's got a green light. And I don't know what green light is for. That's beyond my expertise. I guess,
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now that is a very hard to hurt Christmas. Or happy holidays or whatever the fuck. Nobody cares. What's cool about the way that these mounts work for the Odin and the Odin Mini is they have a quick detach feature. So they have this little shoe in there that locks in like that. And so you could put it there if you wanted to use it this way. You actually can, it has two sections. The bottom of that little rail adapter, if you leave yourself room, you can lock it in there. But you could put this anywhere and either put it here or here. So you could mount it there if you like to use it that way. You could have it mounted here if you wanted to reach, you know, thumb over bore. You could have it here if you wanted to. You could put it wherever you wanted, which makes it pretty neat. This has been a lot of fun. And when I say it was a lot of fun, I don't just mean this video. I mean 2020. I had a ton of fun. I hope you had at least a little. I learned a lot. I hope you learned at least a little here this year. And I hope that you and your family have a very hard to hurt whatever.